I knew that I wanted to live, but I did not understand yet what that path was for me. And maybe you have all been at that same point as I was. We are humans, we are flawed individuals, but I realized that I was stronger than I give myself credit for. My dad was admitted to the hospital in 2009. After a successful surgery, he's laying there in his bed, and we asked him, how did surgery go? And he spits off a couple things, and then he goes, by the way, I also have stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And he just says it like he was ordering food at a restaurant. Ultimately, he's not going to live. The very man that I could not stand earlier in my life was the very man that had become my best friend. And then I was going to lose that opportunity to live life with him. So for the next several weeks, I drove from Kentucky, where I live, to Indiana to be next to my father, because that time could have been the last time. 9 months later, he passed away. When I look back, I thought that moment was going to be the moment that my story was over. But I knew that life wasn't done with me, and I was supposed to be here for a reason. In my dad's death, I was motivated. I could have turned to drugs, I could have turned to alcohol, I could have turned to anything, and for whatever reason, I stuck firm in my faith. Some people will break in that moment, but I realized that death gave me a second chance at life. We are born and we die, and it's what we do in between that matters. We're going to struggle. We're going to be hit really hard sometimes. Sometimes you feel stuck in the mud. Sometimes you find yourself in this unfamiliar territory. As you look around, you see what's encompassing your surroundings in that very moment, whether it's grief or it's depression or it's anger or it's anxiety or confusion. But looking at a map, suddenly you can see this bigger picture outside of that tiny dot. And that arrow signifies that you are here. And maybe you don't know yet what that path is, and that's okay. Do not be afraid to share your story, because maybe somebody needs to hear it in that very moment because they're questioning their story. And it's your path. It's your story. And you should be here to tell it.